Hey, what's good, guys? Mike Patrick, and in this video, I want to talk about how only the Spirit of the Father, okay, or only the Father, the Most High, has the power to make us anew, okay? Only the Father, okay, the Most High, has the power to make us anew. Now, the reason I feel like the Spirit is on me to do this video and how I was thinking about it is, I was just sitting here and I was thinking about how, I'll use celebrities as an example, right? I think about how a lot of times we're fed stories about things that celebrities went through in their past before they became, say, famous or rich or prominent, right? And it gives us these impressions because people know that, most people go through things in life, right? So it is encouraging, right? And it gives you the mindset or the idea, well, my favorite whoever, right, went through this and they still got to this point, so therefore I can do it too. Now, the hope that it gives, that may be a good thing on regardless, okay? But what I really want to question is, what are truly the standards of how not the standards, but what's truly the condition of these people? Because we have a lot of celebrities, right, who have self-admittedly went through certain things, right? And then a lot of these people end up on drugs. They end up, a lot of celebrities have been committing suicide of late, throughout the years, right? And not just suicide or drugs, but even in other ways, we've been shown how certain people that we look up to, that we think are supposed to have life all figured out and have life handed to them, in forms of a platter, you know what I mean? Just got everything that you could possibly ask for, right? We see how a lot of these people still don't seem to be happy, okay, and fulfilled. So I want to get into how nothing you can gain materially, okay, nothing you can gain from a status standpoint can heal and correct and deal with things that may have damaged you in the first place. If that makes sense, okay? So we'll get somebody, let's use a woman who, let's say a woman got molested or raped when she was younger, right? And then let's say she grows up and she becomes famous and she becomes rich, okay? If she truly, through the Heavenly Father, through true healing, real healing that has nothing to do with anything material, if she truly didn't deal with that, you know what I mean? Is she truly happy? Is she truly at peace? Or is she trying to use things that she acquired physically, right? And status that she, or quote unquote status that she may acquire, is she using that as a band-aid, but she's not really getting down deep, okay, in the depths, okay, of healing, okay? So what we can't fall for, guys, is thinking that you are being offered, or not even thinking, but because you could truly be offered something, but thinking that it's going to actually deal with your problems. Your problems can be dealt with without anything other than a relationship with the Most High, okay? And then everything else can come after that. But you're not going to get true happiness. You're not going to get true peace, okay? You're not going to get true so happiness, peace. You're not joy, you're not going to get any of that without truly coming to grips with, you have to go through the Father, okay? Because these things are not physical. So how can anything physical be presented to you, you know what I mean, that's going to make you heal from that? It may be a band-aid. You get certain highs, you know. So for example, I think about like athletes, entertainers, and things like that. We think about how a lot of people who may end up being athletes, entertainers, started out poor, right? And so the first thing they do when they do get some money, you know, they want to go and spend the money up, right? They want to go show how now I'm somebody. Look what I can get. Look what and now this makes me somebody. That feeds into that mentality for one, so it works out. But also, you know, these people are not truly healed. Okay, you supposed to thought you was somebody before you got that money. You was supposed to have thought you was somebody before you got that status. Okay, and the fact that you are trying to use that to say now I'm this, I'm that, and the third shows that you were insecure from the jump. And now now you are putting your worth into that, right? And then that's why you see so many of them broken once they lose that, okay? Because just like it was given to you, could be taken away from you. And if you wasn't truly rooted, okay, in the Father, in your higher power, in the Most High, okay, then those things can be used as weapons against you, okay, once it's taken away. Okay, because if you know, so and I talk about stuff like this before, so I don't have to get too deep into it. I'm pretty sure you get the point. You know what I mean? So guys, that's basically what it boils down to. Don't get caught up in these people who, because you know, you'll always get a story about somebody who they was this, that, and the third, and they was so down bad, and they was so in the dumps. Like, that stuff could be true, it could be fake, but usually the way it's presented to you is presented to you in a way where, you know, now look at me, now look at you. What did you really deal with the issue? You know what I mean? That had you down in the first place, or are you trying to sell to me that now because I have money and because I have status, you know, I can convince you that I'm okay now, and so now I'm supposed to be okay. If that was the case, we wouldn't have celebrities being drug addicts. We wouldn't have celebrities committing suicide. We wouldn't have celebrities just unhappy. All right, they're not dealing with their real issues. For those who have real issues, okay? And it's the same thing for us, you know, as regular people. You know, it's nothing you can acquire, nothing you can chase, okay, physically, that's going to heal you if you got traumatic emotional pain from different experiences. And a lot of people have those. Most people have those one way or another. Okay, so you have to get rooted in that higher power to deal with that. Then everything else can come after that, if that makes sense. Like, you can acquire different things, but you got to truly be happy with yourself first, okay? And then everything else is on top. But you can't think that stuff that you can acquire or status or anything is going to, because all it's going to do is cover it. Think about it. If you cover something, is it not there? When you put a cover on at night, are you still not there? You see what I mean? So you have to deal with it. You got to get rid of it altogether. That's true healing. And you can't do that by anything physical. Because I had a person tell me one time, I ain't going to say try to tell me, whatever. We'll see what it comes to be. But a person told me one time, I think they were under the impression that they had to do certain things physically to heal. They told me, like, well, what do you know? How you know what I got to do to heal, or what a person got to do to heal? And I'm like, well, if you got to do anything physical at all, then it's just a band-aid. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know physical spills over into the spiritual, but what I'm saying is, like, if you even feel like you got to do something physically, then you're probably going to just be satisfying a physical fleshly urge, okay? So you have to go to the Father to where you're not commanded or demanded or enticed to do physical things to feel right. You see what I mean? So that's what I mean when I was saying, like, you know, like, some people, they physically gotta get certain things to feel like now they are somebody, or they feel, you know, and things like that. And it's like, feel that way anyway. The goal is, the challenge is, you should be who you are anyway, you know. And then once you solidify that, then anything else to come after that, it doesn't make or break you. All right, hopefully this was a helpful video, guys. Peace.